What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me today for episode number 87 of the Car 5 podcast. You guys know me, of course, I'm your host, Joshua. For today's episode, we're going to be talking about another company that is joining in on the electric and hybrid car race, and that is actually Mini and how they're coming out with an electric Cooper. So as usual, everyone, let's go ahead and just dive right into things. All right, everybody. Mini is now joining the race to create another vehicle, or the race to create the best hybrid and or electric car. And they're doing so by entering the game by creating an electric version of the Cooper SE. Of course, BMW is kind of the overseer of Mini, and I actually do have a quote from them to kick this episode off. And they're saying, the first ever purely electric model of the British brand is a genuine Mini to the core. Its vehicle concept is based on the Mini 3-door. The dimensions, design, space, and interior ambiance of the new Mini Cooper SE are clearly based on the conventionally powered vehicle. The development of which already took account of the expansion of the model range is to include an electrically powered version. This is something that's always been kind of a cool car and a fun car. For those that don't know, Mini actually has a pretty deep off-road rally heritage. And to my knowledge, if I remember correctly, you might want to fact check me on this, but I do believe they have a couple World Rally Championships, at least one, maybe not two, under their belt as well. So, very exciting times. The Mini Cooper SE is going electric. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of those specs. It's going to be using a 32.6 kilowatt battery, producing 184 horsepower and 199 foot-pounds of torque. Mini and BMW are actually claiming it can go from 0 to 37 miles per hour in approximately 3.9 seconds, as well as achieve 60 miles an hour in 7.3 seconds. Now, let's not get all caught up in electric supercars and hypercars. This is not a performance car. It's not. It is to take an everyday daily driver, family-oriented type of car, small car, and making it electric, getting zero emissions out of it. The range is approximately 140 miles, and an electric Mini Cooper SE is actually the first fully electric vehicle to come from the BMW group since the BMW i3 in 2013. And this is something, just looking at the pictures right now, I'm pretty excited about it. I don't know what it is. It's just cool. But overall, the car itself, it's actually pretty nifty. It's pretty smart and pretty convenient. The battery on the vehicle is actually located down at the floorboard underneath that. So overall, there's more room. You have more luggage space in the front and in the rear. You have more cargo room, cabin room for everyone. It's just overall more spacious with the design that they did decide to go with. And the battery can actually achieve an 80% charge in only 15 minutes when using a supercharger. Now, given that it does have a relatively quick charge when you're using a supercharger, and it's, it'll get you up to speed. It's not that it's, sluggish by any means, but it's not necessarily the fastest. And it is a smaller vehicle. It's great for in-town driving, short commutes back and forth to work, going to the grocery store, urban environments. It's not meant for if you live in California in the United States like I do. It's not meant to take you from the Bay Area to Los Angeles or Los Angeles to the Bay Area. It's short commute, in-town driving, and I'm sure it's going to be perfect at what it does. Now, we see here an 80% charge in only 15 minutes utilizing a supercharger. What I'm seeing kind of going on is a trend of basically everyone is using that as a selling point, given the base that everyone is going to be utilizing a supercharger. I just wrote an article today regarding the Porsche Taycan and how it's, oh my gosh, I just wrote an article and I almost already forgot what it was, but it's very quick time. It was around, that's what it was. It was around 23 minutes and you can get up to an 80% charge. Now, if you use a normal wall outlet charger, it's 11 hours for the Porsche Taycan. That's a long time. So I see everybody posting their charge times when utilizing a supercharger because I think that's what they want everyone to do, and that is kind of a selling point. But Yeah, I don't recommend any electric vehicle using a 110 wall outlet because every single thing that every car company is advertising is definitely going to be utilizing a supercharger. Last thing, in regards to the design, it looks quite amazing. You can still tell it's Mini. Everything from the British flag taillights to the offset designed wheels, different kind of spokes they got going on there. There's just a sense of something different about it, something intriguing. When you look at it, you can tell it's Mini. It's got the Mini design. Inside, everything is classic Mini, but it's all digital now, which makes sense to go with the futuristic type of era we're going into, especially with EV and hybrid vehicles. But this is just, I don't know why this car excites me, but it does. I think it's cool looking. I think it's definitely rather interesting. I would just kind of like to play with one, just drive it around, see it, touch it, feel it, get inside, see what the car is like. But ladies and gentlemen, that's actually all we got for episode number 87. Very briefly talking about Mini and how they're entering the game with their Cooper SE going electric. Don't forget to follow on Instagram, like on Facebook. If you guys are checking out the podcast for the first time, feel free to check out the YouTube as well, unless you're on YouTube already. Browse around the channel. If you guys see what you like, hit that subscribe button. And if you don't mind, leave a like on this video as well. You know, if you ever need anything from me, shoot me an email. info@car5podcast.com. Now, don't forget as well, if you guys are ever looking for your favorite hat, shirt, accessory, jacket from your favorite car brand, check out the link in the description, www.tl.com. Got the best source for authentic brand merchandise directly from the car manufacturer. Now, don't forget to tune in, the very last thing, episode number 88 of the Car 5 podcast. We're going to be talking about the Bentley EXP 100 GT concept. That's all we got for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please remember to drive safe and have a fantastic evening. Thank you.